In the realm of storytelling, crafting a hero is usually a straightforward task because they are universally liked and their narratives are often predictable. However, one of the challenging aspects of storytelling lies in creating compelling villains. This difficulty arises from the necessity to provide a philosophical explanation behind their evil deeds. When a villain is written effectively, it prompts the audience to look at things from another perspective, empathize with their actions, and even question their own existence. In some instances, admiration may emerge, and the villain could be considered an exemplary character. In this video, I'm excited to discuss one of the most underrated anime series I've ever watched in my life, Monster, created by Naoki Urasawa. With a total of 74 episodes, the series takes us on a journey, and today, my primary focus will be on our central character, Johan Liebert, often referred to as the human monster. I'll do my best to avoid spoilers for those who haven't experienced this masterpiece yet. With that being said, let's dive into the exploration of this exceptional anime. The narrative unfolds around Kenzu Tenma, an exceptional elite surgeon with Japanese nationality, whose life takes a drastic turn. Simultaneously, we encounter a silent cold killer named Johan Liebert. Johan interprets existence through the lens of nihilism, a philosophical stance that rejects all religious and moral principles, asserting the inherent meaninglessness of life. This concept, notably explored by German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, suggests that historically, reliance on divine and cosmic powers provided a rationale for human actions, giving life significance. However, Nietzsche observed that as individuals experienced suffering and enlightenment, they deviated from this historical trajectory, contributing to wars and genocide. Consequently, some embraced nihilism not just as a belief system, but also as a driving force to dismantle anything obstructing their path. In articulating his nihilistic viewpoint, Johan expressed, "There's nothing special about being born, not a thing. Most of the universe is just death, nothing more. In this vast cosmos, the birth of new life on some corner of our planet is nothing but a tiny, insignificant flash. Death is a normal thing, so why live?" Johan has spent portions of his life in different locations, under different aliases, and possesses an extraordinary level of charisma and intelligence. He tends to use his gifts to cruelly manipulate and corrupt others, often with no apparent end other than to cause suffering and destruction for his pleasure. His original goal, as he stated when he was young, was to be the last one standing at the end of the world, although later, he decides upon a different fate toward the height of this pursuit, to kill everyone who knows of his existence and then himself, which he deems the perfect suicide. Franz Bonaparte is the man who played a pivotal role in the creation of Johan, initiating eugenics experiments in Czechoslovakia post-World War II. These experiments, mirroring the Nazi German atrocities, aim to establish a pure Aryan race with characteristics like blonde hair and blue eyes, envisioning a world ruled by emotionless beings unburdened by fear. Involving 43 participants. The initial subject of this disturbing experiment was Johan's twin sister Anna, who was taken to the Red Rose Mansion. The tragedy deepened as Franz Bonaparte, captivated by Johann's mother, orchestrated a brutal massacre, sparing only one participant, Peter Capek. This horrific event left Anna traumatized, casting a shadow over their lives. Following the massacre, Johan was sent to an orphanage, where Franz Bonaparte completed a brainwashing procedure, erasing memories and suppressing emotions. One day, Johan regained some lost memories upon hearing the words, Czech Republic. In that moment, Johan discovered his first childhood memory, realizing that he was not the nameless monster within himself. It came from outside and stole his name. This revelation fueled a new purpose in Johan's life, to seek revenge on Franz Bonaparte. His mission extended to ending his own life, as he believed that doing so would bring closure to the torment inflicted upon him. Let's rewind to the past when Johan and his twin sister, Anna, were born. Their mother, fleeing from Franz Bonaparte, took measures to protect her children. She ensured both had the same identity, adopting Anna's name. She dressed them alike, and even gave Johan a wig to make him resemble Anna closely. This disguise allowed her to conceal the fact that she had given birth to twins. Living in secrecy in a cheap hotel, their cover was shattered when Bonaparte found them. Under duress, their mother was compelled to make a choice, opting to sacrifice one of her sons for the experiments. Hesitatingly, she chose Anna, leading to her being taken to the Red Rose Mansion, where a massacre unfolded, claiming the lives of 42 participants. After some time, Anna was returned to the hotel, and upon reuniting with Johan, she divulged the horrific events at the Red Rose Mansion. Johan, still living under Anna's identity, absorbed these memories as if he had experienced them firsthand. Fleeing from Bonaparte, they reached the Czech border, where they were separated. Johan ended up in the orphanage Kinderheim 5-on-1, which was ironically created by Bonaparte. It served as a dark place for forging emotionless human monsters, and preparing a successor for Hitler to rule Germany. Johan entered the orphanage already carrying the weight of a monster, poised to become another. After a period, a family sought to adopt Johan, but he insisted they also take his sister. Adopted by this family, Johan later killed his new parents. He then requested Anna to point a gun at his head and shoot him, fully aware of the monstrous entity consuming his soul. Although Anna shot him, Johan did not succumb. Enter Dr. Tenma, a symbol of humanity, equality, and compassion. Faced with a choice between saving the mayor for a significant hospital grant or saving Johan, Tenma refused to let the young boy die. Thus, the story unfolds with a new chapter in Johan's life, a monster reborn more potent than ever, yet devoid of emotions. Johan took the path influenced by the man who shattered his life, Franz Bonaparte. This individual extinguished any hope for Johan to lead a normal life and tread the right path. Johan's childhood stripped him of his identity, leaving him detached from his real name. The genesis of the monster within him traces back to pivotal moments, notably when his mother was forced to choose between him and his sister. The lingering question haunted Johan, wondering if his mother's decision was a mistaken favoring of his sister. The monster anime stands out as a masterpiece, portraying a character rarely seen, yet commanding attention whenever he speaks. His silence often speaks volumes, echoing the sentiment encapsulated by the Joker's words. We stopped looking for monsters under our bed when we realized that they were inside us. Johan embodies the internal monster we become when we suppress emotions, be it the tears of sadness, the joy of seeing loved ones, or the rage born out of hopelessness. Navigating nihilism becomes a challenge, and finding meaning in life lacks a singular, concise answer. One approach, suggested by Friedrich Nietzsche, is to discover a personal goal. Nietzsche emphasizes that meaning doesn't solely reside in the goal or its attainment, but in the transformative journey toward it. In essence, Johan's story serves as a metaphor for the internal struggles we all face. As we grapple with our own monsters, finding purpose in the journey becomes a crucial step. Thank you for joining this exploration. Until next time.
But one of them caught our eye, the one in the center. He would neither go towards the feeding grounds at the edge of the ice, nor return to the colony. Shortly afterwards, we saw him heading straight towards the mountains, some 70 kilometers away. Dr. Ainley explained that even if he caught him and brought him back to the colony, he would immediately head right back for the mountains. But why?